Hello and welcome to freelywhole Creative. I'm Liberty, your creativity and life restoration coach from freelywhole.com, where we're making beauty from ashes through creative soul care. Today's project is a tutorial for an accordion art journal. This is an easy to make and fun little project that will make creating a breeze for you. You can make this journal with just 3 simple paper supplies plus basic tools, and then you get to create with any type of artwork that you please on the inner pages. So join me on the journey today and let's create. The supplies you'll need to make this mini accordion art journal are a piece of chipboard, and you want at least a medium weight. I recommend heavier than a cereal or cracker box, something more like a heavy backing from a paper pad, or you could layer up 2 layers of a food box. You'll only need about a half a sheet of this. You'll need some mixed media or watercolor paper for the size that we're making today. You'll need the 9 by 12 inch size, and you'll just need 2 sheets of this for your inner pages of your journal. And then you'll need some type of pattern paper for the cover and any optional embellishments that you'll want. Your pattern paper can be from a scrapbook type paper pad like this. A 6 by 6 will work. You'd need 3 pieces of that. Or you could use one 12 by 12 inch sheet. Or you could use digital printouts, book pages, atlas or map pages, sheet music, or paper you decorate for yourself, such as gel printed, inked, or painted background pages. Just something that's not too heavyweight. You'll need tools to measure, cut, score, and glue. I use my Tim Holtz guillotine cutter to measure and cut. You could also use a straight, a cutting blade and a straight edge, or a heavy-duty rotary cutter. I use my 12-inch scoreboard and the bone folder that comes with it. You could use a smaller scoreboard, but it would be a bit more fiddly because we will be working with pages that are 12 inches wide. And then for glue, I like the Distress Collage medium, both the kind in the bottle that you squirt out and the kind in the jar that you apply with some kind of spreader. And I like these silicone spreaders because the glue cleans off of them really easy, better than it would out of a brush. So go grab your supplies and let's see where today's journey takes us. First, you want to cut a front and a back cover out of your chipboard, and these are 4 5/8 inches by 4 inches. Then you want to cut both of your mixed media pages in half vertically, so right at 4.5 inches wide by 12 inches long. Then you're going to score each one of them the same. You're going to score at 3 3/4 inches. Then you're going to flip it over vertically and score at 7.5 inches. And you're going to fold it back the other way and score at 11 1/4 inch. You're going to fold and burnish along each of those score lines, alternating the directions to form your accordion folds, and making sure that your top and bottom edges are aligned. So we score this one this way, then the next one we'll score this way. or burnish rather, and then the last one will fold back that way again. So we've got our accordion fold. You're going to do the exact same thing to each piece. Next, we'll cut our covers, pattern paper that will go over our covers, and we're going to cut each of those at 5 3/4 tall. So decide which side you want to cut off. And 5 inches wide. So again, 5 3/4 tall. And 5 wide. Okay, let's begin putting our journal together. First, we're going to coat one side of each of our chipboard covers with our adhesive. Make sure you get clear to the edge of these so that your paper has good adhesion. And you're going to center your paper right in the middle of that so that you have about equal overhang on all the different sides. And try to get it as straight as you can. You want to press that down well. You might even want to set it aside and put something heavy on it to get a good adhesion there. And do the other one the exact same way. And try to line it up fairly straight and with equal distance on each side. This one will be a little easier to tell because we've got some stripes there that'll help line it up. So same thing with that. Again, press all sides down well and get good adhesion. Now we're going to fold over our edges and glue them around. I'm going to wrap them around. To get a good fold around, we want to miter our corners, so we're going to cut them off at an angle, leaving just a little bit of overhang there. Don't cut it right up to the edge of your chipboard, but leave just a little bit. And do that to all 4 corners on both pages, both the front and the back covers. Now with your bone folder, you want to fold each of those little corners in just to get that started and make sure that that's going to cover well. And then I like to fold up, and on that itself you can use your bone folder to help you get that good along, a good crease along the front and nice and tight and square up against your edges there. Again, do that on all 8 edges. This will be easier if you're using a thinner paper rather than a cardstock. Okay, now we want to glue those edges over, and you want to get your glue both along that edge there and then where your paper is going to fold over, and push in those corners so that you get a nice crisp corner there. And do all 8 edges just the same. Okay, our covers are completed outside of any decorating you want to do for them. Next, we will work on our inner pages. So you want to lay your mixed media strip with this small section, the little 3/4 inch section on the right, and your first crease on the left being a valley fold, meaning that it forms a V with the sides folded up. We're going to take our next piece and we're going to lay it into this little small 3/4 inch fold there with its first fold after that as a mountain going up from the valley. So you want to apply your glue to just this little section here. And you want to put this piece into there right up to that fold, but making sure you don't go over that crease there. You want to line it up so it fits right in there without causing any buckling, and you want to make sure that your top edge and your bottom edge are aligned, and fold that over. Nice and tight in there, and again, make sure you get all of your edges. Okay, so you see we've got valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, and our little 3/4 inch section is forming a mountain this time. So we want our next piece to go on underneath that mountain and with its first fold becoming a valley. So again, we'll glue our little 3/4 inch strip here, trying to make sure we get good coverage. And we're going to place our next piece right into that valley and fold it over, lining up our top and bottom edge as well. Okay, now we're ready to add our 4th strip, but we're going to do something a little bit different with this one because we need to end with a valley for that little short strip. And as you can see, if we put this in here, we're going to end with a mountain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this edge, and I didn't do it sooner because we want to make sure that we've got everything lined up correctly there as we glue. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to trim that off and go just right there. Make sure that it's no wider than that 3 3/4 inches. Again, I'm going to glue my full-size page into that little 3/4 inch section. I'm going to make sure it's right up against, but not over that fold, and that my top and bottom of my pages are aligned. And try not to get it into the glue mess that I made. So push it into that fold, align the top and the bottom, and fold that little 3/4 inch section over. And there we have our accordion fold pages. And we've got raw edge facing up on the left and raw edge facing up on the right. Now we're going to attach our pages onto our covers, onto the insides of our covers. And so we're going to take that first page with the cut edge on the left, but we're going to fold it over, and we are going to apply glue. I'm going to put it onto my cover, but my page isn't going to completely cover my cover, so you can leave just a little bit of an edge there, except on the right hand side you want to go clear over to the edge there. Okay, we're going to line that page up with that edge, and we're going to leave equal distance on the top and the bottom. And get that smoothed down real well. Then we're going to do the exact same thing in reverse on the other side with our back cover. This time we're going to go clear up to the right side. And for this, we want to make sure that our covers completely align with each other. So I'm going to stand it up and feel on both sides and push it down so that they are both lined up completely. And then hold my page down, make sure it's glued in solidly and straight. There we have it, our mini accordion art journal. You can decorate the front however you please, do your artwork on either individual pages or spreads, or open it all the way out to do your creative work. It works both going frontwards and the reverse side going backwards. So do your artwork in it and create your fun little mini spreads here. Thank you for joining me on our creative journey today. I hope you were inspired and will give me a thumbs up and give me a shout out in the comments letting me know where you're from and what you enjoyed about this project. If you're new here, I'd be honored if you'd subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any further creative videos coming your way. And if you're one of my regulars that's already a subscriber or a member, thank you for sticking with me on this creative journey. Now, go make beauty from ashes, and may your life be freely whole.